how we're going to counter a man-to-man everywhere defense. Indipendiente, man everywhere. And rather than give you a system, we're going to give you the principles. So the principles are this. First is that it's a closed loop system. It's a closed loop, which means we're always facing the ball. So the ball's here. Every player is facing the ball and available. Right? Now, it's a no Fixo offense. Right? So there's never a fixed position here. It's always rotating. But the rotation is not the traditional rotation. The rotation is an exchange. So the movement off the ball is an exchange. So if this ball gets passed here, these two guys exchange the whole time they're available. Right? Now, so that's the principle of it. No Fixo, closed system, exchange. Now the trigger is that this guy's going to do a pivot like basketball. So when he, want to just back up 1 second. So he's going to drive the lane a little bit, telegraph, pass, and then check away and check two. That's the signal for these two guys to exchange. Right? Now, so this guy's got the ball now. These two guys exchange. So he's going to drive the lane, check away, pass, check away, check two. These two guys are going to sprint and exchange. The whole time they sprint, though, they're always facing the ball. The ball goes here. They're going to exchange. Everyone's available. Trigger with the pivot. Exchange and not a full rotation. Right? So I guess the next principle is don't do these full rotations behind. Almost play this off sideline. And eventually, what we're trying to do is transition. So we're building wide. As we do this, we're spreading out. Always available, always close, always taken care of. But we are spreading out. Once you spread out,
show them how it becomes without the Fixo.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it again.
There's a couple triggers. So we got the basic principles are, right? Basic principles are everyone's always available. That the pass, the guys off the ball exchange rather than rotate. And then the trigger for the exchange is a pivot. Check two, check nine. That's the principles that will produce a Rojol system. It's called a Rojol system. It's versus a man-to-man defense. There's no set Fixo. If you have a set Fixo against a man-to-man defense, you're gonna be in trouble. So you gotta always drag the defenders away somehow. Right? But when you drag the defenders away, you can't be unavailable.
Show us one example. Let's say he's starting with the ball. Now
so he
show us
starts
from
with
there.
the ball.
Yep.
Right?
Delivers the pass.
If he stays here, it's easy to press. Right?
So after he delivers the ball, where would you like him to go?
He's going to pivota. Drive this way, this guy's gonna check back, and then he drives back this way to be available. These two guys exchange. That's the principle, right? Now, so there are a couple triggers. One trigger is if this player dribbles hard into the middle. One trigger is this player gets the ball here. He dribbles hard into the middle. Well, then we're in Boca. This guy comes down here, right? These guys go up, right? And we're in Boca. We have a safety valve. So the dribble in the middle is a safety valve, right? And just a Boca, right? Now, from there, Rojol again, right? Pass, exchange, pass, exchange. What's gonna happen is you're eventually gonna open up into Barca.
Show them what you mean by Barca again.
Barca, the ball go back across the whole formation. These guys go inside, double the post. It's a design dribble.
So that means it's here, here, and here's our two options.
Yeah. It's a design dribble, right? So as this happens, you think of as a Rojol, as this happens, these guys are just bad out of hell, right? And then they see this pass go behind. So they check their runs and they stack the middle, right? And then you got dribbles on the outside, isolation on the line.
He can play a ball and do the check show, and these guys can switch.
Yeah, it explains itself pretty much.
Yeah, it does.
So basically, those three things is how Japan plays against superior opposition, right? They have very structured outlets, right? Okay, we're gonna drive. Oh, okay, then we're dropping, securing a Fixo. We're putting a Fixo in. Dribble, we see a dribble, Fixo. Immediately, cover. If there's a dribble, we have to cover, right? Once we cover, now we split. It's man-to-man. So we make them wide.
So if it goes
they'll be in
wide,
trouble.
then explain the Boca. If it goes wide, then explain
So if it goes wide, then these guys, they made their run, they check their run, they come middle, and they overload. That's the principle of it. And those transitions actually fit together into something that makes sense. It's very conservative, right? But this
man-to-man marking
is the problem. We're not used to this because we're used to playing with a Fixo. If we play man-to-man, we play the Fixo against man-to-man, we get in trouble. All right?